Hello again, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina, I am your host, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to go over a very fabulous car seat called the Peg Perego Kinetic, which is what you see behind me. And it's not so much the car seat that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about an accessory for the car seat. So this is the Peg Perego Clima cover. So this is a really special accessory. We're going to be talking about it, but before we do, if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If it makes sense to share this video with someone, go ahead and reach out and share it. Sharing is caring. And if it makes sense for you, like you learn something from this video or you want to buy this product, please go to my website, destinationbabykids.com. I'm a real brick and mortar store here in the greater San Francisco Bay Area. And if you like this channel and want to show your support, the best way to do it is to buy something directly off the website, and we can ship it right to your home, right to your house, free shipping on most items. So again, destinationbabykids.com. We do not work for the brands, we work for ourselves. This is not paid content. So again, if you want to support us, best thing you can do other than subscribing is purchase directly from us at destinationbabykids.com. Okay, commercial over. Let's talk about the Kinetic, and more importantly, let's talk about the Clima cover. So what is a Clima cover, and who would care about anything like this? Well, I live in a very hot area. So I am in San Francisco Bay area, and in the Bay it's not hot, but in the Central Valley it actually gets very warm. So there's two things about this cover, three actually, that are very special. One is that it is made of Tencel. So this is a naturally occurring fiber that's going to be like hypoallergenic and natural, soft on the skin. There's thermal regulation, so it's going to help keep kids cool by wicking moisture away from the body when they are sweating, and then helping them stay warm in the winter, similar to how wool will wick moisture away from the body in the summertime, and then in wintertime it helps keep you warm. So it's the basically same kind of concept here as merino wool, but in this product called Tencel. This is going to be made in Italy. All of Peg Perego's products are made in Italy. Now, what I will tell you is that I do not understand why anybody ever buys anything Peg Perego off Amazon. You are a fool if you are buying anything Peg Perego on Amazon. Let me repeat myself. If you are buying Peg Perego off of Amazon, you are foolish. You get a 5-year warranty on purchasing any Peg Perego product from an actual brick and mortar store versus buying it on Amazon. So if I cannot stress strongly enough, I would not buy anything Peg Perego off of Amazon ever, because there's like no financial incentive, because every store on the planet will price match, and you get a longer warranty when you buy it from a true brick and mortar store. You can still buy it online, but it just means that you buy it from a real store versus amorphous Amazon. Who the hell knows? Some guy garage. Where is it even being stored? We don't know. Okay, so that being said, Clima cover is special for all of those reasons. But another thing to keep in mind that I hear all the time from parents is, how do I remove the fabric on my car seat to wash it? So now we're getting all these car seats that have zip out materials, right? But the problem is, when you zip that material out and you're washing it, what are you using in the car seat in the meantime? So that's where Clima cover is actually a brilliant concept, and they've had this forever. Most stores are so foolish that they don't even know what this is or are aware of what this is. I've sold this forever because for cold climates, it's beautiful with like dirty, snowy boots and things and kids climbing on stuff, to be able to actually take it out and wash the liner, okay? So also, if your kid is eating and they're getting little bits of puffs and crumbles down in the butt of the seat, instead of having to take a dust buster and get in there or flick the pieces off with our fingernails or dig them out or scrape them out, we're going to be able to peel this off and wash it directly in our washing machine while we're still utilizing our beautiful material and keeping that clean. So sometimes I'll have customers even that might be like in a fight with their partner over the color. I get a lot of parents that love the black leather licorice from Peg Perego. It is sick. It's a gorgeous color. I'm going to go ahead and take the newborn pads out of here just because that's going to make life easier for installing our Clima cover. But according to the instructions, you don't necessarily need to. I'm just going to do it for the sake of the video. So we're going to open up our Clima cover. But again, if one parent wants, you know, black and the other one's worried about heat or filth, Clima cover kind of solves that, right? Because we're still going to get the black overall, and all of this material is removable and washable, but why do it when we can have a cover going directly on the product? And the coolest thing about this is that it just goes on like a shower cap. So I think the easiest thing to do is actually to scoot the headrest up, which is what I'm doing right now, and then pulling the pieces down over the side. It is a 2-piece operation, but again, nothing about this is difficult. It's just you're going to want to make sure that you're taking the time to do it thoroughly and properly so it doesn't affect the safety of any of the components. And the other part is you can take the cover and line it up to the same places where all the fabric is tucked in on the actual car seat. So I'll show you guys on the other side what I'm doing right now, but I'm basically just tucking it in to make it look psychotically perfect because I have mild OCD, not really, but I just really, so like on the side here, you have this option when you're doing it to tuck this directly into the seat itself, right? Because there's elastic. So this can all tuck in to look insanely perfect. I'll get that piece at the very end. But now we've got our little bit coming up on the inside. We're gonna wanna make sure we pull our harness components through. And now we're gonna go ahead and take our little headpiece, and there is a spot open on the top for our pull through, which is so great. And remember, Peg Perego car seats, they expire from date of purchase, not date of manufacture. So on top of the fact that it has a 5-year warranty, your expiration is actually gonna be longer than any other seat pretty much that you could purchase, because every other brand, the expiration starts from date of manufacture versus date of purchase. So if you're looking to really get your money's worth, Peg is gonna enable you to do that. And again, it's a very cost-effective seat. This seat goes from 5 pounds all the way up to 65 pounds, and cost made in Italy with a 5-year warranty is going to be $350. So it does also come with a cup holder. I always lose it within 2 minutes of putting it out on the floor, but that's just because I have too many car seats here. I don't think that would happen in your home. Just pointing out, does include it in the purchase price. So that is very rapidly putting on your Tencel Clima cover for your, and then this guy. Let's get this looking nice because this looks ridiculous right now on my side. And again, you don't need to have this level of psychotic perfectionism towards your products, but if you do, you've met the right person in watching my videos, because again, I cannot help myself. I do want it to look nice. So now we've gone from all black to white. This will absorb the sweat from their little head. If we're gonna apply sunscreen on the go and we get white on it, it's not the end of the world. As you can see, our harness will hook up no problem. We're able to tighten the harness. We're able to get our finger in there to pull to loosen the harness. And the other thing that's so clutch about this is that we don't lose our little elastic pullbacks. So that is, again, an included feature on the Kinetic seat where you can tuck those away for taking baby in and out where it's not getting caught under their tuchus. And as you can see, you still retain that feature even when you're using climacover. So again, removable, washable, goes on and off like a shower cap. Took 2 seconds to go on, takes 2 seconds to come off. Retails for $119. You can buy it directly on destinationbabykids.com. Again, we will always price match, and buying any Peg Perego product on Amazon is probably the dumbest thing you can do because you're shooting yourself in the foot and you're limiting your 5-year warranty down to a 2-year warranty. So just buy it from a real store. Buy it from a brick and mortar, okay? Any questions about this bad guy or this bad boy? Feel free to leave them in the comments. Again, one of my all-time favorite car seats and favorite car seat accessories. really doesn't get any better than the climacover for hot or for cold areas. There's no other seat that offers a liner that's also been crash tested. So that's the main thing about this too. This is crash tested with the seat, so we know that the seat's performance is not affected whatsoever. Peg Perego, thank you so much for consistently coming out with these fabulous products and for still manufacturing in Italy. It makes a huge difference. Okay guys, feel free to check out my other videos. And again, questions or comments, leave them below. Head over to destinationbabykids.com if you want to buy a climacover or a fabulous Peg Perego Kinetic or some combination of the two.